don't give in. Yeah. Miles and miles you will have been.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here on a very grey old day here in Suffolk. Typical British summer weather, I should imagine. I think it's now starting to rain yet again, so I'm going to make this brief. I did say a few weeks back that I would do some more Amy's questions. She's come up with 5 more questions. Some of them are bike, some of them are not. So, and I haven't written them down. I left them at home, so like a knob I am. So I'm going to try and see if I can remember the 5. Number 1. If you had a chance to go back in history and you could talk to anybody you would wish to, who would that person be? Who would you like to talk to in history if you had a chance? Sit down and have a chin wag. Number 2. If you had the choice of only one sort of bike, would it be a cruiser, sport bike, or dual sport? And remember, you're only allowed one here. Only allowed one. Okay? Only allowed one. It's the only bike you can ever have for the rest of your life. Okay. That's a tricky one, that one. Number 3. A little bit to do with racing. If you're not into racing, you probably haven't got a preference. But who is your favourite motorbike racer of all time? Who would that be? And that can be any time, not just the present, the past, and whatever. So I think that's number 3. Number 4. If you only ever had one ride left in your life, and it was your last ride you were ever going to have, where would you like to ride that ride? What part of the world or what part of the hemisphere you would like to have that very last ride? Okay. Right, we go on. Number 5. What is the worst job you've ever done in your life? What's the worst job that you've ever done in your life? So there's 5 questions there. I hope you enjoy them. Amy's questions. She brought these all up herself. So see what you come up with, boys and girls. Okay, I'm going to get on with the ride, and the ride is home because I'm going to get caught out really badly here. No wet gear as usual. So, not a lot I can say. Beautiful little church, this one, a Spalsted church. There's one just down the road, St Mary's, which I think is virtually redundant. But this is a nice area of the world. We've been here several times before. Just out, it's about 3 miles from my house, really. We're so lucky in Ipswich because you can just come out of your house and virtually straight into the countryside where I live, so that's not bad at all. So I'm one of these people, I keep, like most people, you think, would I rather buy a house and live in the country? And then you think to yourself, I don't know. Will I get absolutely bored with it? It's nice to think that you're sort of away from it all. And a lot of people are moving out of towns now into the countryside. More and more people. If you look, when you go on your rides, all the small villages have all got sort of new houses being put up on the edge of them. I see it all the time here. They're building like crazy, but they're big old houses, you know, or people with plenty of money. They're not social housing for youngsters in the villages and that to get a start up on the ladder. No, they're just people moving out of the town and selling up their properties for a big old profit and find something in the countryside. When I was a boy, I used to stay with my nan and granddad quite a bit, and they lived out in a little village in the countryside, and I loved it. But I don't know if I could do it 24/7, if you know what I mean. And I love the countryside, you can see I'm always out. But I still like me a little bit of town life, you know. But saying that, my town now is getting so congested and so bunged up, road-wise, people-wise as well. There's so many people in there, the mix is just getting sort of unbearable. So I don't know if there'll be a time if I ever think, oh, I'm going to move out of here, you know. I'm lucky where I live because I live on a quite a nice estate. It's not the house that I got with Mrs. P is not a big old mansion or anything like that. It's just a standard, bog standard house on Stoke Park, you know, in Ipswich. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to keep rambling on. Give me your thoughts if you like on country living or town living. What would you rather do? And with that, all ride safe. Certainly love each other. Suffolk Andy.